Oh wow, the stream is started already. That's something new from YouTube. It's kind of annoying. I'm not sure if I'm clear to hear. Sorry. I'm real quick gonna check out the video because, well, I wasn't ready for it to start already. On the other side, my headset is a bit annoying me at the moment. There we go. I don't want YouTube Premium. Go away. My channel. I'm live. I see that the Cold War emblem is still there. I'm live. I see that the Cold War emblem is still there. Oh, let me. That is very loud. I'm gonna put my sound a bit lower, just like that. Gonna put the game audio even lower. Sorry. Gonna put the game audio even lower. Sorry. Yeah, okay, sorry for the oldest echo, but I don't know on any... well, that's stupid of me. Of course I can't know a other way of testing this out without you people hearing it, and me hearing it only. But I didn't do that. I see that the software I'm using has been changed. I'm not sure if you people can see it that good, but we got some new things over here. Also, these look a bit different, but I'm not quite sure if that's true. But I see filters over here, but I'm not quite sure what that is. I guess they... Oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. If I press on filters, I can put on noise reduction and all those things. We can even do LUT, which I don't know what that is, but... we used to have noise cancelling, but... I don't know. Maybe that's LUT, because these are some new things. I don't know. I'm not sure about what it is. It used to do it like this, and then we could go over here, and then it was like noise cancelling, and then in Dutch there will be ruisonderdrukking, but that ain't here. Well, they're not. You guys are not here for me doing this what is it, streaming studio, but since YouTube started automatically, I didn't start up the game yet, and I can't, for some reason I can't yeah, for some reason I just can't get this to not immediately start. Nevertheless, let's go into the game, because I didn't start it up as I just said, because the live stream started. I wanted to start the game and then the live stream, so... Also, I forgot to put this on my headset. Ooh, I guess it's this. Yes, sorry for that. So we're gonna play it real quick. I'm gonna go into creative mode just because I have unlimited money there, and we can just build and fail and build and fail, because that's what's gonna happen. So let's see what's gonna do. I just hope that the demo of Windows isn't in my screen at this moment. No, it doesn't seem to be. So we go to continue and just build a new ship. Yeah, we just go to continue. The previous time I played this game was like a couple days ago, and I tried to build a tug. Sorry for that. I was thinking what it's called in English. A tugboat. It kind of looks like it kind of works, but also not. I didn't do the rudders on it yet, so that's something. I worked with an instrument panel, got that somewhat working. There's one thing I don't understand, but I'm just gonna do it as they say it on the internet, which in my opinion doesn't make any sense at all. Let me real quick listen if its sound is good. It sounded very British. Alright, nevertheless, some reason I lost the little bit of cloth, or yeah, I'm not sure what it is. You have like headsets where the stick where you talk through, there's sometimes the little cloth thingy that's on top of it, and I just lost it somewhere and can't find it. So I need to find where that is. So I'm trying not to make very loud noises like screams and stuff. I want to check one thing out. I see something flying in my room. If they did remove all the Halloween things, because I haven't noticed them updating the game. Why can't I do that? Back in the day, I was playing with a friend of mine, and we used to pick up things like a book. It's sad that it's now like late at night. Can we change that? I believe we can't we? Ooh! Ooh! I didn't notice this. Ooh! Override time. Yes, I won. We want to have day-night duration very long, and we want to have sunset and sunrise like this, and we want to have the current time. Let's go a little bit at this time. There we go. And I want to have the bad weather off. I want to put the rain to off, and the wind to, and the fog high. Holy crap, that is incredible high. Now we're gonna put that off too. Override wind direction, nope. Oh, this is some very nice things over here. This is very nice. I see over here that we can put off engine overheating, which is in my opinion very nice if you're like, just as me, a noob in building vehicles, and especially advanced vehicles. Not sure if you people have watched the description, but if you do and you don't understand it, back in the day, so let's say this, I believe this September of 2020, they released the game. So I believe it's not on early access anymore. Since they released it, they basically deleted the standard game mode, or yeah, it depends on how you see it. But the standard game mode used to be, if you have something that looks like a boat or a car or whatever vehicle, you place an engine in it and you just connect it with a button. So if you press the button, it goes on. If you press it again, it goes off. That is of course very useful if you're a noob like me. And now, since they released the full game, they basically got rid of the easy mode, as I like to call it. Which means that we now have to put on fuel, we need to put on air, we need to have exhaust, all that kind of things have to be connected to an engine, which makes it more difficult because you also need gearboxes and clutches and stuff. Well, I'm not really sure if you need a gearbox. I believe they said you only needed a clutch, but hey, I'm not so far into this yet, so I don't know. But now I see this all. I see a lot of things here that are interesting. This kind of things I could not choose from in the beginning, which is something we used to be able to before the full release. I'm not sure what this all means. I mean, auto refuel. Does that mean when my engine is all done with all the fuel, it automatically refills? Or if I go to a refill station, it automatically refills without me doing anything? So I'm not quite sure what that means. I think it means that when it's empty, it's filling up again. Makes the most sense to me. I see that we have infinite electricity. Could be useful. Oh, infinity fuel. Now there I see it. There I see it. That's nice. I want to put on infinity fuel. just because I'm, for some reason, very scared that my fuel runs out before I left the port. Furthermore, I'm not really seeing anything that's really interesting. I mean, player NPC damage. No, something else. Player damage. Sadly, I thought if I put it on and off, it may get refueled, but that isn't true. I would like to see affinity resource stuff. I'm not sure if people understand what that means, but we have like a flashlight, and it's running on batteries, and I don't know how to recharge that yet, so it would be lovely if I could put that off. Furthermore, I'm not really seeing anything here that is really interesting at this position. Oh, I don't want to fall into the wire. There we go. Yeah, I think this is it. We can review the entire map. What I'm gonna do, because it doesn't matter. I don't know how I got here in first place. How did I... Oh, wait a second. Of course, no. We press this one. I forgot already. We have mission editor. We can quit to the menu, photo mode, all that kind of stuff. Very nice. So, what I was telling before I opened up the settings, that when back in time, a little bit ago, like a couple months ago, I used to play this with a friend of mine. It's also a guy from my school. We used to go up to some kind of oil rig in the sea, or what, didn't really matter, but everything we could pick up, like this book I have right now, we used to have it picked up, and then we let me see if I can show. We used to hold E or Q, doesn't really matter, but basically they're both the same, until it doesn't go further to you, and then we release it. And that's what we used to do. Look how far that goes. It's very useless, but we loved it. Oh, we can pick this up. Let's ruin the environment. Ah, oh, it's of course too heavy. I could have known. We can pick that. We can. Let's see if we can do this. Yes, it's going in. Does it float? It should float. It kind of floats, but it floats in a very weird way. Over here we got the fuel pump thing. It's the diesel. Let me see. I haven't even moved out from this island. We need to save some fishies. Bets. Look at that. Oh, that's a big fish over there. Wonder what that fish is. I can't really see it. It's not like a bass or something. Yeah. More, a little bit looks like a coolant, or how is it? A thing called the prehistoric fish that they found alive. Nevertheless, let's go into what I'm trying to do. So this is the workbench. Let me just open up quickly my latest creation, the tug, which we call in the Netherlands a slave boat, because it slapes, it pulls other ships. So that's why it's called slape, which means pull. And boat, of course, means boat in English. So let me open up this beauty of a boat. I'm not really satisfied with the boat. Why? Because if you look this below part, I said we can show you that better. The light intensity ain't that perfect. Or maybe that's only by me, but if you look at this, over here, this where I'm now aiming, that's the top of the boat, or where the deck is at, and this is the bottom, which basically means it's like 5-6 blocks high, and that's unbelievable low, especially because there's one engine in here, and there are certain, there are a lot of tubes connected to the engine, so basically you cannot go in there, it's just a wasted space. What I need to do is basically make this a little bit deeper. But because this is somewhat of a tutorial, I want to show you everything from the beginning, because I noticed that when I was playing Farming Simulators, little story, I was trying to make my own custom map, and then you need to use a special editor, Giants editor, and you can load in maps, and then you have to export them. So you're not like editing that particular map, but you're exporting it so you can edit the map you exported, which basically creates a new map. Nevertheless, there were some questions that on the internet nowhere get explained. Maybe because this editor that I'm using is the newest version, and all the videos and things were from an older version, so I'm not sure. But it asked me if I want to keep pathways, if I want to keep parent directories. I don't know what that means. I mean, my English is pretty good, but I still don't know every word. And I mean, I understand what a parent is, and I understand what a directory is, kind of, but yeah, it's still a bit difficult to understand what it all means. And therefore, I'm doing this video. I'm trying to make it as clear as possible. And if I want to make something clear, we should just go and make a new vehicle. We don't need to edit this. No, are you sure we want to clear this vehicle? Yes. Don't tell me it's now deleted, because, you know, that's something that happens a lot. Alright, let's just go. In this video, I was trying to make a boat. And I wanted to make a beautiful boat. Let me see if I can show you people the boat that I was thinking of. Let me go to the live stream. Got a lot of things open over here. A load of things. If I want to go this, we have like a, I don't know if it's the biggest one, but we are the Netherlands, and if you talk about Netherlands, you talk about lots of things. And if you go back into the history, we are boating people. To be real fair, I don't want to bring it up, but loads and loads of slaves and stuff like that were all transported on boats, and all the herbs and things from like Indonesia and stuff, like curry and I don't know what else, were all transported on boats. We used to be a very big country back in the days with transporting goods and stuff, and we all did it with boats. And let me not just go over to the black side, and I don't want to go over to if it's good or if it's bad. It's both. It's both. So what I want to say with that is that we as the Netherlands used to have lots of boats, and we were very popular with the boats, and therefore we have some very good boat shipyards, and one of them is Damen. It's, if I can believe a classmate of mine who did his internship there, it's around the entire world, like Indonesia, stuff like that, or Vietnam I thought they had. Nevertheless, they build beautiful boats for sea. They build submarines for the Navy. And I used to come or drive past it like every week. So, nevertheless, let me just go over to the products. They have beautiful boats. Look at this thing. How great does this thing look? Look at that. This is basically what I want to make in this video. But I know this is going to be unbelievable long to build, so I'm going to build a little bit easier one. But you know, those people built so much beautiful boats that we have loads of things to choose from. Oh, this is thing's nice. But yeah, they built lots of things like this tag. This is basically the tag that I was trying to build. That's the one that you just saw. So yes, nevertheless, I want to go to the tags, or maybe not. Can we see a picture, or do we just have to? Oh yes, beautiful. So they have a little bit of tags. This thing looks beauty. Oh, look at that. All the offshore vehicles are most of the time beautiful ships. Look at this all. We're definitely gonna make some videos about building these kind of ships. Ah, here we go. Pusher. They name it pushers. Landing crafts. Oh, look at this. They build these? Wow. I never knew that they built these things too. But they build a lot of boats. So if you people are interested in like building boats in stormworks, you might want to check out Damen. You just basically write it like over here, DAMAN, and you write .com, it seems. But this is great. But I'm not sure if they build very small ships too. Oh, whoa, they build these? This has got to be the version that's in. I'm not sure if it's Rotterdam or Schiedam, but they have multiple positions where they build these boats. And the one I'm coming across is Gorkum, and they don't build these huge boats, but I think they're getting built at the other one. Never mind, I want to build a small boat. This is a bit. They build these too, or they have built these. I'm not quite sure what this is on. They don't have like personal yachts, I think. No, I don't think they do. Because I want to have some inspiration to build a boat from. I mean, building this isn't that big of a deal. It's basically just a flat thing. Building it in real life is a different story, of course. Air Defense and Command Brigade. Holy crap. Oh, look at this one. This is the one that went to St. Martin, I believe, when the hurricane came over. Nevertheless, I don't think they have something very easy for us to build, so we need to make our own ID. So, what we're going to do first is we want to have a symmetry. We have here the X symmetry is one thing I'm always using, so you only have to build the left side of the boat. You can of course use this one, and you only have to build the back side, but that's a bit weird in my opinion, because then the back side and the front side have to be the same, which isn't the same of course. Nevertheless, let's just collect or press our simple block. I know I'm always talking and I like to talk, so I'm sorry for that. We're gonna build it just a bit out. This part of course doesn't matter one single thing, so if you like to build a raft with a engine on it, you can just do it. I'm just building a very simple boat. I can of course use one out of the preset, or one that used to be the beginner boat. But I want to show you everything, because it always goes wrong when people just don't see the one single thing, and it's always the thing you think is, I don't need to tell this is just simple knowledge, but sometimes people just don't get it, including me, so therefore I'm just going to build everything, and since it's a live stream it doesn't matter, so so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a two less over here. I'm going to build this fully true. No, I want to Control set, build this a bit out like so. Well, that was that. Like this. I'm gonna go. I can do this a bit faster. I forgot. How long do I want to get this? Is this long enough? I don't know. Also, one tip I would like to give you people: if you're looking to build a boat but you just don't know how, and you want to build something that looks perfectly, I would recommend you all to watch which is Lord Ducker. It's Lordakr. It's on YouTube. He makes a lot of creations of well, maybe not a lot, but he builds ships, and he builds it for Minecraft. Don't lose me here. Minecraft of course uses blocks, and you see over here I'm using a block. So basically what it means is you can build basically all the boats that he's doing in this game just using these blocks. Of course, one Minecraft block in my opinion, is way bigger than just one of those. So what I would recommend you is that each block in Minecraft is about 4 blocks in this game. 4 blocks wide, 4 blocks high, 4 blocks deep. That's what I would recommend, I think. I've never done it before, but yeah, it's maybe a hint to make something look beautiful. I also know another YouTuber who only does marine ships, or navy ships, or depends on how you call it. That's Jake Thunder 1. If you just type that in, it's JAG and then Thunder. It's not that hard to find him. He does a lot of beautiful ships like aircraft carriers and stuff like that. Maybe that's a bit too big for this game, but he also does patrol vessels, I believe submarines too. I'm not sure if he does pirate ships and stuff like that, but I know Lord Ducker does. Nevertheless, if you are looking for something beautiful, you might want to check them out. So we now got basically our bottom of the ship. This of course doesn't do anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the outline. I'm going to build it exactly the same as this, but just 1 block out. Just like that. Just like this. We should not forget to remove those inner blocks because they just take up space and they're not really needed. Just like this. Oh yeah, these are 2 blocks deep, of course. So here we don't need to remove them. And this one, no, also not. Let me see, there we go. And we're gonna grab this up here. I'm gonna do it like this. This is just the easy part. All the things you do over here is reflected over there because of the symmetry we got on. So I'm gonna do this a couple of more times so we get a little bit bigger boat, of course. Then we of course need to add some of those wedges to make it I'm not sure how you call that in the English. Streamlined, I think it's just exactly the same. So that when the water hits it, it just goes past the block instead of just against the block, as it would do when these things are sticking to be square. Just like this, out, hits. There we go. I just have the feeling that this is not gonna look like anything beautiful, but that doesn't matter. It's all about the technique. And I'm trying to do it in just an hour-long video. That's what I always do. You people can of course skip the video because when you're watching this, you're most likely watching it when it's already uploaded. So, I would recommend you to just skip. To the part you need to know. And that's what I always do. I might make a standard video about this too. Basically, I wasn't really planning to do a video today, but then at the end I was thinking, I want to make a video about Farming Simulator, but I want to do it about the map that I'm creating, and I'm not really having anything yet, so that's going to be hard and difficult, so I decided to not do that. But I don't know if this looks anything like a ship. Kinda does. The front is a bit squared, but it doesn't matter. I think that this maybe was a bit too long, or this like staired thing a bit too long, but we'll see it. We currently have 3, and I think we want to go to at least 7. I can of course do it like this. It is a bit faster. It doesn't work here anymore. Oh, what am I doing? Hello. There we go. I think I did stuff wrong here to make it look perfect. I might have done the second staircase one row exactly on top of that, but who cares? As long as it's gonna work at the end, that's what we're all caring about. I can still do that right now. I think that doesn't matter if I just go directly on top of it. I need to press that one. We need to press this one. There we go. There we go. Here we go. And there we go again. Let me see. That's how. Does this look stupid? Or am I just the only one thinking that? Looks a bit stupid in my opinion, but in my opinion it doesn't matter either. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place some blocks over here. Should have done that different, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this block over there. It's gonna go in here, but we're gonna go out again. Like this, which basically closes a bit the 2-block gap that we have. So now I can just go straight over to there. No, that doesn't work here. It did work for this one. So we're gonna go do it like so, and go that way, just like this. This is basically way too big for a small boat. I want to add some texture to it, so I'm gonna go over and use a wedge. What I'm gonna do with a wedge is I'm gonna place it over here. I'm gonna press U. Hello. So it doesn't do that. So it's gonna be O. There we go. Doesn't fit here. I think I forgot something. Yes, this is better. Just like that, so it goes past it, or the water gets pushed to the side. We need to add some extra blocks over here. I don't think we need over here. We're just gonna see that. Place, 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 place. We're gonna place it all. Here we go. There we go. For some reason it's so dark. I don't get it. Well, now we can see it a little bit better. Let me see. So we did that. Still need to do that over here too to make it a bit better. I want to put it over here, but I'm not sure. Yes. Delete these two. You know, it's always like trying something out that you like, and that's gonna be it. It doesn't really matter that much in this time, but yeah, this is of course the worst ship that I've ever built. I've built a lot of shit, and I think this is gonna be the worst one, but you can't judge something if you like haven't seen the end result, because lots of times you think something looks very bad, and at the end of the time it does. So you can't really know. I mean, it now looks stupid, but maybe if we build it and it's done, it may look better. But it's a bit like the Cybertruck of Tesla. I mean, it looks ugly, but it may work good and it may work perfect, but I don't know. So I'm gonna put on some more wedges. Gonna press O and I'm gonna press L, and it's fitting perfectly, just like that. I think this is okay. It looks so weird. Maybe I like it. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. It's most likely gonna cost us a lot of power, but We will see that. This is the worst boat I've ever built, I think. Because I'm using these wedges wrong, in my opinion. You should not put them at the side, you should put them like this, in my opinion. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna put some blocks on front of the ship. Just like this, like this. That's, we want to build something that somewhat looks okay. We want to press O. There we go. What this does is it pushes the water down below the boat, which is what we want. Here we go. I think I might gonna delete some wedges, but it's always what when you do something. So I think this looks better if I have done it like that. But you know what? We will see what it does at the end of the day. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some more blocks over here. Incoming. Oh, can I? Yes, there we go. Perfect. Like that. I'm not quite sure if this looks good, but we will see. I'm gonna place some more wedges on here. I'm sorry, guys. All this does is it takes so much longer to make this video perfect, but we need to have the best of the best. Otherwise you should not compete. There we go. Does that look somewhat okay? I think it does. I'm gonna put some pyramids in. Gonna put them over here. Gonna press O again. There we go. And press U. And I'm not gonna put anything there. I'm gonna then use an inverse pyramid. I'm gonna try to put that behind. I'm gonna press O. Same over here if it's, oh, never mind. If it want to fit, I want to say. Not sure if we need to put some over here too. Just do it. Who cares? No one. It doesn't look like anything, but maybe that's the key part of the ship. So what we want to do then is basically build the backside. Let me see. The best thing of it is basically to do it like this and just cut off everything that doesn't need to be in here. So it's gonna be this, oh, this, that way. Perfect. What we're then gonna do is we're gonna press this and we're gonna press there, or not press, just hold, and then it looks like this, and it looks utterly ugly, but I'm sorry, not everything that's ugly doesn't work. Some things that are ugly are working the best. So what we're gonna do too is we're gonna delete a lot of things over here because this is all necessary. Well, that part was. I believe you can delete those things over there, this one too, this one, these all. I believe these have to be. Need to check them all out. No, these are all perfect. This one can go, this one gets too. That one can't, these can, this one can't. Why am I doing this and taking care of this? Because it's gonna make the boat a little bit lighter, which makes the boat faster. Or indirectly it makes it faster because it has less stuff to push. Less weight. I think I cut everything off that I should have cut off. Perfect. I'm gonna continue this here again. Oh, I can't. So, can I cut this off? I can. I can't put that off. Which means that if I cut this off, that's not gonna matter. Same. But if I cut that off, okay, that's nice. Okay, perfect. These I can't, so that means that I can cut these off. I can't cut them off. I can't cut those off. Alright. It looks so stupid. I'm gonna show you real quick which kind of boats I've all built, or kind of, how do you want to say it, edited. You know what I'm gonna do? Wait a second. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this real quick. Save as ugly. Yeah, we're gonna save it as ugly. Perfect. If we're gonna load, we're gonna see that ugly is over there. So let me go back in time of all the boats that I've built. So the first boat I ever built, or I didn't build it, but I adjusted it, let me say it like that, was the Speedy boat, but it's closed. This is so terribly to see. Why isn't there extra light or something? I mean, we can't change that. Can we real quick go into the settings and see if we can make it a bit lighter, because I'm having trouble with seeing all the things. If we can put off the shadow, can we put that off? Shadow quality. Oh. No, they didn't work anything. I thought maybe all the shadows would be gone, but nevertheless, if you know and you're from the previous game, this was basically the vehicle you got from standard mode. I'm wondering right now. No, nevertheless. If you see, you had an engine, and inside you have an on-off button, and that was it. And of course, rudders and rotors, and that was all it. But these days, we do have electricity that we have to connect, which, if you look good in this boat, there is no accu in it, or how you want to call it. So that's a problem. Also, there is no fuel tank in it, which also is a problem. So this boat won't work anymore in this version of the game. But nevertheless, what I did was this boat was basically just a speedboat with an open top. So what I did was I made this top closed, so when it rained and all those stuff, I could still go out without getting wet. Not that I really cared about getting wet or something, but I just thought, hey, that's better. So what I did then was, let's go back down. I tried to build a hull. Well, that's what you see over here, and I used the hull eventually for this ship over here. It's I can say it's a speedboat. It is unbelievable fast. It has a top steering over here, and it has an inside steering with a lot of seats, so I could rescue a lot of people. We also had some beds over here where we could lay in people that had to go to the hospital and stuff like that. We had a top, and I believe we had some hinges, or I think it's called a hinge. Winch, sorry. Also over here we got a light, everything we have on this ship. We also had a horn, and this thing was incredibly fast. We of course had 4 rotors, propellers, never mind, that's how they call it. And we got, look at this, we got 8 medium engines, which are the ones you got from when you researched the planes. So we've got 8 engines, 4 over here, 4 over there. That means 2 engines for each prop over here. This thing went like a beast. This thing is insane. Sadly, I can't use it anymore, or I have to just edit it all, and that's just not possible. Because if you see over here, you have this orange part, that's where the power output comes. So there has to go one pipe out of it, and that has to go to each of the propellers. At the end, you can see, or let's see, over here we have an entrance, we have here an entrance, we have here an entrance, we have 2 at the bottom, and I'm not sure if there's another entrance. Yeah, that's over here, that's for the air input. All of them have to be connected with a tube, which is insanely taking much of the places. I forgot about that, but I got also 2 normal sized engines in here, so this thing went as a beast. But after you see this looks so much better than what I just have. After that, I built another boat. I built this one. It wasn't finished, I believe. No, it definitely isn't finished. This boat was there. Wait a second, I'm gonna open up the other one, because there were some transport missions where you have to transport, I don't know, some sort of aquarium or something, and therefore I want to have a boat with a flat back so I could put on a little crane that I could drive up to the land and pick up the thing. Otherwise I had to fly a helicopter, and in this game flying a helicopter is insane, or at least I can't do it. So what I also tried to do is make this squared ground over here levitating like an elevator, and make this back flip open so that I could put this thing down, drive it out, put this thing back up again, and then go to the thing, and then go in here, go up. But it is all never finished. So after that I got some more boat. Got the same boat, this one, but I got it a little bit paint over there. I got the standard boat again here, and I added it a little bit. Also have this one. This is the speed cargo boat. This is basically the same as you saw in the beginning, only this thing has 2 engines here, but it also has a bed, so I could get in here too and sleep. It has a hatch over here that's seeable, and I believe, but we can't see that in this one, is that the back side of here was a cargo bay for some cargo missions I could put in boxes. But yeah, it didn't work out as I wanted it. But these are all boats that are looking way better than the Igloo that we just have. So yeah, no, it isn't. It is not beautiful. And the presets is also not having hulls, which is bad, in my opinion. It's very bad. So I'm mid-video thinking of changing all of these. Is this just the MTL? It is. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change a little bit of the story here. We're gonna use this hull. Why? Because it just looks better, and I think that's better for the video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you multiple things. So I'm gonna delete back. There we go. I'm gonna delete all of those. I'm gonna delete all of those. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete all of those. You basically get the idea that you just have to make yourself a hull, a ship, or what else, and then fill it in. So I'm gonna put in the description the time zones if you wanna just skip it all, which I can imagine because I'm not sure how long I'm doing this live stream already, and it's unbelievable crappy. But, you know, I don't have a coach. I have nobody that can tell me what I'm doing wrong. So I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm talking way too much bullcrap. Alright, so let me get to the point. You want to press tab on your keyboard or just press this one, but I prefer to press tab, it's faster. What you want to do is engine. You can then choose which engine you want. Basically all the engines, in my opinion, work exactly the same, only you have to do it a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a small engine first, and I'm just going to show you all how it works. I'm also going to do a bigger engine, and that is because a small engine is not that much different than a bigger engine, but I got confused when I was doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place so I put one engine, and yeah, let's just put one engine for the sake of this video. I place it this way. Why? Because if you look good, you can see it has this side of squares and stuff, and that's basically, of course, the ground. Also, why do I have all these outlines on the blocks? That's because I have these grid lines enabled. If I put it off, it's just smooth. But it is way more handy, because if you want to look which of these spots over here is the third block from the wall, you just have to imagine it's over here. So when you put it over here, you know exactly, oh, it's there. It's way faster. Nevertheless, what you don't want to do is you want to do is connect the air, the coolant, the fuel, the exhaust, and the power, the transmission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl Z, because I'm not really convinced that this is the best way of doing it. Oh, I want to... No, yeah, because the grids are on the bottom. Nevertheless, forget what I just said. What you then want to do is you want to connect something like coolant. So I'm gonna write radiator. We're just gonna use the normal fluid here, radiator, because I forgot what the other one was called. Well, I have one that's way bigger, which is of course way more cool. Is this one? Oh, heat sink. Well, who on earth is gonna imagine that this is called a heat sink? You know what? We can use that too, or we can just use the fluid radiator. Doesn't matter. I imagine that the fluid heat sink, or how you want to call it, is doing a bit more, because it's basically one thing you get later in game. It's sadly that... No, we're gonna use the other one because it's perfectly lined. See, it's 3 blocks, the other one was big. What I'm gonna do is press O, and I'm gonna press I, and I'm gonna put it a bit more further away, doesn't matter, like that. You see, I got 2 ports, left side, right side. Same thing is going over here, and yes, I'm correct, the bottom 2 are for the coolant in and out. Basically, it doesn't matter, because what it does is it's very simple. What it does is, if you put the coolant, in our case it's going to be of course water, if you put that in on the one side and keep on pushing it in, pushing even more in from the radiator, what it does is it follows the tubing inside the engine, or at least that's what I imagine, and it goes all around all the heated things, and eventually it comes out to the other side and basically pushes it out. And what it does then, it goes into the radiator again, it gets cooled over here, it comes out and it goes in. So it doesn't matter if you push it in from this side, because it will go up and around and things, and it comes out here, or you push it in here, it goes up around and it comes out on the other side. So that doesn't matter. It's the same as power. Yeah, where I'm from, you of course have AC. Yes, it's a bit, you know, I have to think about that because we just call it whistle storm. So I believe it's AC, alternative current, which basically means it keeps switching from one side to the other side, one side, other side, one side, other side. Goes unbelievable fast, so you don't even notice it. So the 1 second, the power is on the one, the left side, the other second is on the right side. Same over here. That's why if you plug in some sort of device into a socket, Doesn't matter if you put it upside down or what else, you always get a power. That's why. So what I'm going to put in then is I'm going to put in exhausting. Exhaust pipes is something you want to use. Fluid exhaust, I mean, they say you can also use the fluid ports, but for this video I want to just use these. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them directly on top of them. Let me see, we have only one exhaust over here, so what I need to do is put out the symmetry for a second. Oh, that's this one. Otherwise we get it on the side too, and that's for the fuel this time. I'm thinking if that's good. No, it's not good. What I'm going to use first, I'm sorry for that, I'm going to use a pipe. We're going to use this pipe, straight pipe. We're going to make it green because that's what I imagine is the color of exhausted stuff. I took the wrong one. I want to have the angled version. I want to press this. There we go. Now we want to have the straight pipe on it. There you go. Put another one on it just because how bigger it is, how better. Then you want to have the exhaust pipe. Or at least that's what I'm going to use. There you go. If I'm correctly, the exhaust should come out into this. If it doesn't work, use a fluid port. What we don't want to do is we want to have a tank. We're just going to use the yeah, we're just going to use a small tank, I think, because it could fit perfectly in here. It can. Oh, how nice is that? I'm going to place it like that. I'm not sure how low how less there is inside of that, but we will find that out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place another one on top just to be sure. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to go and get ourselves another pipe. Good caps lock on. I want to have a angled pipe like that. I'm going to make it light blue. No, we're going to make it white. We're going to make it white. White because a cloud is white too, and we need air, so that's what we're going to do. Gonna put on this just like this. This is a bit weird, but you get what I mean. We have an exhaust pipe over here and we have air intake here, so basically that's a bit weird. You have the exhaust coming out and you basically suck it in again, but of course that isn't how this game works, but it's still weird. You want to have a fluid port for that, this one. You want to put that on here. And now it gets air. This is very important, if all the tutorials say it, but this fluid port has to be on the outside of the ship, directly into the open air. Because if it's inside or this space and I put a deck on it, it doesn't get fresh air, it needs fresh air. So that's very important. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to connect the pipes. I'm going to use open pipes, I'm going to use straight pipes, and we're going to use... Since when is that black? It used to be red, nevertheless. Doesn't matter. Over here we got it. Never mind. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the hot stuff on the one of these sides. Why doesn't it do what I want it to do? It doesn't want me to succeed. Very strange. There we go. What I'm then going to do is cold water is going to go into this side. For some reason this thing is not very friendly. There we go. That's how we're gonna do it. If you want to connect multiple fuel tanks, do it like this. I'm also going to show you, because that's something I had a problem with, is how do you refill these fuel tanks. So we're now going to do the fuel tank, and in my opinion fuel is looking a little brownish, so we're going to use these brown color. Is this a better brown? I can't see it. No, I don't find that brown. This over here, that's brown. Oh, hello, close. There we go. Gonna put that on here. We're gonna press J and we're gonna press K. Perfect. Gonna real quick use this paint. We wanna have the normal paintbrush. Oh, and we wanna paint it. There you go. Because I would recommend you, but you don't have to do it. But if you wanna place your ship on the workshop, I would recommend you to use these kind of colors. Why? Because it's clear for noobs like me who like your ship to see how you did it, and that helps out other people make great creations too. Therefore I use most of the time the exact same colors. My exhaust pipe may be a bit more darker green or something, but they're most of the time the kind of paint scheme, so you know exactly what is what. Nevertheless, let's go and get ourselves a T-piece. Gonna put it over there. I'm gonna press J, K, J, K, K. There we go. What I'm gonna do here is something you don't need to do if you're using unlimited fuel, but if you want to refuel, this is something you would like to have. You know what? We're gonna do that different. We're gonna put it over here. Doesn't matter, but it's nice. We're gonna use a angled piece again. Let me see. I want to have it like this, I believe. Yep. So it's not gonna be very perfect. Oh, never mind. It's gonna be perfect. We're gonna use it this way, and we're gonna put another one over here. That is the way, like that. Gonna use some straight pieces again, like this. Now we have this piece over here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it over here. Doesn't matter. Like that. What have we all done? We have connected the cooling, we have connected the fuel, we have connected the air, we have connected the exhaust. We need to test out the exhaust because, yes, and I'm not sure if this fluid exhaust is working. In my opinion it should, because it's called exhaust, but you never know. Then what do we want to do is we want to connect the power. This is this. Because the power is already orange here, and so I'm gonna leave it orange. It's, in my opinion, making the most sense. I'm gonna make it this kind of orange. Gonna make it go this way. We're gonna make, let me see if we can do it like that. No, I thought so. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna press Control, and I'm gonna press one of those straight tubes. I'm gonna use the different color, but that's immediately connecting the perfect one. So there we go. I want to have this one again, so I'm gonna press, there we go. And then I want to see which block is that gonna be. It's gonna be this one. I can't place it, it doesn't allow me because I should first do this. Okay then. There we go. No, it was correctly. And of course took its own turns again. I'm gonna connect it like that. What I'm then gonna do is using a clutch, I think. we're just gonna use a clutch first. Of course, this video isn't like a tutorial on how to do it. It's just me trying to do it, and hopefully people learn something out of it, and me trying to not make that much mistakes. So I'm gonna like this. Perfect. Wanna press this. Perfect. If I can get this to work perfectly, I'm gonna make a tutorial, just like a 10-minute video or something like that. So don't worry about that. Gonna go this way. If it's wrong, we can always put a gearbox in it, because I'm not sure what a clutch does or a gearbox. In real life I know, of course, but that isn't this. I'm gonna go for an enclosed pipe system. We need a angled enclosed pipe, or we're not need it here, but I'm gonna use it here already. Just this way. I should delete that one first. Oh no. Oh, perfectly. It isn't ruining it as I was expecting. Then we're going to use a straight pipe. This one here, the enclosed version. The enclosed version is important when you go from inside ship to outside. Why? Because otherwise the water just goes past the pipe, and now there's a block, so it can't go past it, basically. When I have another angled pipe, I think this is the way. Need to check it out. Yes. What I want to do is press the large propeller. Is that you? Yeah, it's too big. Doesn't matter. We're gonna do it no matter what. We're just gonna put it over here. Gonna put on a propeller. Doesn't matter which one. I'm just using this one because it's in my hotbar. So I believe that should work. I believe we did everything that we should have done. Also, something to mention is, if you feel like being creative, you don't need to use this radiator. You can just put fluid port on the bottom of your ship and pump in water in from it there, and the other one that pumps it out. Just a way of doing it. So to go over to this pipe that we placed over here, why did I do that? Well, it's a very simple reason why I did that. That is because that way we can fill in the fuel again. And how we're gonna do it? Not with a fuel connector, but with a fuel hose anchor. At least that's what they told me. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm gonna press the paintbrush, press Ctrl, and it immediately makes every block the same color. So you see, we now got this one, and it's connected to the tanks, so that's okay. What we then should do is delete. Can we delete this and this and this and this and this? There's a perfect reason why I'm doing that, and you're gonna see that in a second. We're gonna need a T-piece, and we're gonna place it, let's place it to the back like that. And then we're gonna place another T-piece over here. What you then want to do is go over here, and what you want to do is you want to find a pump. You can of course use a large fuel pump, but I don't think that's needed for your small ship as we are making right now. If I I can place it over here. I want to check something out real quick. Let me see if I can put it over there. Is there... This is the input, and the one with the black piece is the output. No, fluid pump input too. This is also an input. Okay, so they're both input, so I don't think it matters which way is which way. I'm just gonna put it like this, because I think that's how it is. It's first going into this longer piece and then going out of that. Alright, so we did that. What I want to do is get ourselves some pipes again. We're gonna get ourselves an angled pipe like this, put it over there, perfect. Grab a straight piece just like that. Why is this? I'm not sure if it works, but they told me you need a T-piece, one connected to a pump and one connected directly to your fuel tank, and that's basically what happens here. Why is that? Because now you can pump in the fuel, but you can also pump it out because it just goes this way. Not sure if it works, but we're gonna see that. What you don't want to do, of course, is get yourself a seat. I'm just gonna go with a normal pilot seat. I don't think it matters. I just use this normal pilot seat, and I'm gonna make it gray, just so, or black. Make it light gray. There we go. There we go. Alright, so that's basically not everything, but the biggest part. Then we need a battery. We're just going to use the electric battery medium, I think. And I think we have enough on just one battery. And we're going to place it just over there. Then we need a button. I'm going to use a key button. I'm going to put it over here, turn it around. Like that. I don't know if it's the correct way. I don't matter. It just looks good. Then something that I want to check out, but I'm going to put it over here, is a display. A dial, I think. I'm gonna put it over there. We're gonna make it purposely white because then we can see it just better. Let me actually see how this looks. Maybe we want to have it like this. I don't know. No, we want to have it like this so we can stand in our boat and watch it. Sorry. Then we want to have another button, and this time I want to have just a simple toggle button. There we go, toggle button. Gonna see if I can put that on top of this perfectly. We're gonna change the color of the button, and that's done with the adaptive, and we're gonna make it green just so it's not too bright. So either that. What do we need to do to make the boat drive? We don't need rudders, so I think I'm not gonna put on rudders. Or should I? You know what, why shouldn't I? It's a better explanation, I think. So we're gonna put on one rudder then. It's more than enough. We're not gonna do racing with it, so put myself a bit underneath the ship. Gonna put it on here. I'm gonna press JJ, and this is how it should work. I think it's not too best, but it's getting the job done, I hope. So what I then want to do is think if I got everything. I think I do. I want to have another display, and this time I want to have the digital display. And I'm gonna put it just beside this. J K K K K K. This. Like this. I'm gonna put it on J K J. Oh, there we go. Ah, that's good enough. Let me go quickly back. For some reason, it looks like my YouTube ain't working anymore. Oh, I see what the problem is. Let me real quick fix that for a second. There we go. Perfectly, so it works. Alright, so now the biggest part of it all comes, and that's connecting everything so it's working. So we're gonna do the logic. The entire boat turns invisible, and doesn't matter. We have this key port over here. This is basically a on-off signal. So if you turn the key, what does it do? It basically turns everything on and off. I believe the engine had one, but it doesn't seem that it is. For some reason. Output, there we go. I had the wrong button, of course. The clutch doesn't have one, but the pump does. The pump isn't powered by mine, so backlight, and what does this do? Backlight too. There we go. If I press this button, it should power on the pump. We then need to have electricity on everything, so we're going to connect this with that, this, and the last one. There we go. Check out if there's something that needs to be connected to. I don't see. This thing still says there's some kind of error, and that's quite possibly because it isn't connected yet with a rotation input, which is gonna be this one. It's gonna be over here, A and D. We're gonna need this W and S, and we're gonna put that on I think the clutch, but this is a part that I have never done before, so don't hate me if I do it wrong, I would say. What I'm then gonna do is, I got two green ones over here. Failed to display. I can't connect them both, can I? No. So what I did for that was, if I can go over here and go over to these and go fully down, I have made myself 4 green to 1 output, and I have the same thing but only with 2 to 1. And what it does is it connects 2 inputs with 1 output, and that's very useful for tanks, fuel tanks, because this way you can, that's it, see how much fuel there is in each tank. So we need to connect those two, of course. We need to connect you with you and you with you. Then we want to delete this connection, and we want to grab this connection, and we want to connect it to both of those, so we get to see how much exactly is in it. And this one, the dial, basically, to see how much of that is in it. It doesn't really matter. So there's still things wrong, and that is that here is something missing. At least that's what it says. So we're gonna see it's missing a number. And that's weird. A number, what does he mean? That's because I did this W and S to the clutch and not to this beauty over here. So what I can do is I can give it a constant number, so the engine is just keep running. I'm thinking that would blow up the engine because it's running but nothing is happening with the output, but I'm not sure. So we can also put the WS on the engine, but I'm not sure if that will work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something stupid, and we're going to have a number, and then we need to see this one over here, the little line, constant number, and I'm going to put that, I'm going to put it there, doesn't matter. When I press this and I connect it to that, it should work perfectly. What I should do is press the select tool and press this. We can now give it a number, and I'm going to give it a number of 1. No, I'm giving it a number 10, because then we can definitely notice if something's happening, yes or no. The engine is on max power. It has an RPS limiter of 20 rounds per minute, or second it seems, and that's good too. Fuel tank is full of diesel. That's also something that is very important, of course. The max power of the pump is very important. The display name is a minimum and a maximum of 1. Over here we got a decimal point positions. That's nothing to worry about. And I think this is all it. What we now should do is check how this clutch works. And the best way of checking that out is going into settings and see what the key bindings are. Because it doesn't say what the clutch is. I think it's going to be up then, but no, clutch is very stupid. That's W or S. I'm very stupid, sorry. So what we're now going to do is we're going to hope that this thing is floating. So we need to place the boat a little bit lower so it doesn't drop in the water and immediately goes underneath. We need to drop it like this and see if it works. The boat is underwater, but I'm not sure if it is like actually underwater or if it just glitched water that comes through the boat. We will see that fast enough if you're gonna sit in here. And I'm gonna turn this key. I'm not sure if I need to keep my finger on the W. I'm scared that we blow it up now. Oh, look at that! We did blow it up. Something wrong happened. And I'm not quite sure what. I think it's the clutch, but I don't know. This is a constant number of 10. Maybe if we put it on 1, it's maybe better. I think that the throttle input is connected perfectly, so that doesn't matter. Temperature, RPS, all kind of beautiful things, but I'm not sure if you need a gearbox, yes or no. No, I don't know. I just don't know. One thing I do know is that when we delete this and we grab ourselves just some piping like that, and we're gonna spawn and we're gonna sit in the boat. Alright, what we're then gonna do is we're just gonna power this on. The temperature is increasing. I'm not sure if this fluid thing is doing anything. Also, the sound it makes is a bit frightening. The worst part of it is that I don't know when it's gonna blow up. But as you see, the boat now itself works. Hopefully we can still sit on it before it explodes and turn the rudder, and you see it works, but something is not quite as it should be. Even on it did not blow up yet. I'm also not sure when it's gonna blow up. But it also says the in coolant is minus 997 and same as the out coolant, which makes me think that there isn't any coolant in it, but that's a bit weird, that I should still connect water or something to it. The temperature is increasing fast. It still hasn't blown up, and we are definitely longer away than previous one. It's going perfectly. One thing I'm thinking is that the sound that we're hearing at this moment isn't the sound we should be hearing, but I don't know, I never heard this sound before. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm just gonna teleport back the boat. And if I'm correct, we're back right now. I'm gonna go open this one up, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do stupid. I'm gonna put this RPS limiter to 100 so that it doesn't matter anymore. The temperature is a bit strange to me. Why is it what it is? It's of course a bit weird, but we're gonna spawn it in. Let me see, where am I? I think it's all just glitched water that should not be in here, but... Oh, this thing is upside down. I didn't notice that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna power it on and see how fast it goes. Seems it's going the exact same speed. Maybe the sound ain't that bad. Alright, so this is what we did. It does work, kind of, but now we can see and put in a gearbox to see what it exactly does. Sorry. I also don't understand, if we're gonna go to the engine, if it's supposed to make that sound. What I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna go to the network and I'm gonna see if what it says on here. So it needs its own coolant. In advanced mode, it's commonly paired with a gearbox and a clutch to provide a full drivetrain. Alright. I just want to know when it is overheating, but they don't say that. Let me see the gearbox. No, it doesn't tell me. I want to know what the max temperature is. So at 120, but for some reason It looks like the actual radiator isn't doing anything. So I'm gonna check radiator. Can I back this up once? Lots of Russian, which I'm not understanding yet. A lot of videos out there, but some of them are a bit confusing me. So what I'm gonna do is gonna search a radiator. Are you seriously telling me they don't know what a radiator is? It's inside your game. Let me see how they call it in game. It's just a bit stupid. Fluid heat radiator. And they can't find it on their own wiki. I would find the wiki very useless. Oh no, wait, it was called fluid heat. It just doesn't know what a fluid heat radiator is. It just does not know it. And this is their Wikipedia. It's just useless. Can't find anything. I find it very, very worse. List of all blocks. Maybe that tells me a list of all blocks. Where is the list of all blocks? It just tells you certain things which are all useless. Go to the fluids. Cools fluid. They just have nothing on it. How worse is this Wikipedia? It has literally nothing on it. It's the same like space engineers. You search for the Wikipedia and it just tells you ice. Ice is ice. Yeah, perfect, but I want to know what I can do with it. Nothing then. Yeah, you can, but they don't tell you. Alright. So let me quickly go to the Reddit. I want to know why it doesn't work. Alright. It doesn't tell us, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna save this as a new thing, and we're saving it as testing advanced. There we go. What did I want to do is I want to load the preset, this thing over here. I want to load that up. I don't understand a single thing of this. It's the reverse, this is the starter, throttle. Seems fair. I don't understand why the engine is heating up so badly. Maybe we want to have more radiators, maybe that does something, but now at this moment it doesn't do anything. So we're gonna open testing advanced. And I'm gonna see if I can. Well, it's not needed. What I want to do is I'm gonna cut these two out, and I'm gonna grab myself another radiator, or at least multiple radiators, but that's something for over a second. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just do another couple. This way we know we have way more than enough of them. What I want to do is grab these pieces, and I'm gonna make it light blue. I should have turned them, I think. Let me think for a second. Yes, that was better. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place one, this, I'm gonna place them like this. There we go. I'm gonna connect them all this way perfectly. Gonna put the other one at red like that. We're gonna make a pipe that's a piece of a T pieces like this. Excuse me. Want to have another color like these light blue, get them like that. Gonna grab this one, I have to think about that. We want to have this color. And now there is one thing we have to think about, and that's if we're gonna put another T piece over these here. What I'm gonna do first is putting, yeah, that was a bit smarter, we're gonna put this blue one. We're gonna do the blue one like this, like that. Perfect. Like this. What we're gonna do is we are going to delete these. We're gonna go and grab these, place them exactly like that. Yeah, I can do difficult, but I'm just gonna do it like this. It doesn't matter. Perfect. Let me grab that. Put it there. Alright. What we then should do is grab another T-piece, put that over here, put it on like this. Same but the blue color. Then we're gonna grab ourselves that piece and then, okay, no, that's perfect. What we need to do is delete this piece and that piece. You're gonna need another T-piece and put it like that, exactly the same but with blue over. I'm not getting it perfectly. There we go. So what we are gonna need to do is put on a blue one like that. Alright, what we're gonna need to do is, no, I want to have a no, we want to have a corner, sorry, like that, and we want to have some like this. We want to have another corner piece going down, going, if I could just, come on, work, like that and like this. Gonna do some sort of the same thing, but we're gonna do it with red, and we're gonna make these red go straight at that location. Is it underneath it? Oh, it is. Oh, I just thought I didn't put it underneath it. Like that, and we're gonna grab ourselves a couple of these. Perfectly. I believe we now have a lot of radiators, and we're gonna see if we don't need to connect them, because why don't they need to be connected? How can they work? Oh yeah, of course the engine sucks it out of them, so it shouldn't be a problem. So that is okay. And then we need one of those. Now we're gonna delete this one, and then we're gonna place it back like that. That is how it should have been done. I'm gonna connect the output to this. Then we're gonna connect electricity to this. And then we are done. Slightly, we can of course still do the keep it in the activation is gonna go and do the backlight of that one too. So we're gonna look what it does right now, if it's still gonna heat up that insanely or not. I wonder if this is real water or if it's just going through the ship. If I look like this, that just seems to be fake. How is it that the temperature strikes so much faster than it used to do, and I have 8 radiators? I find it a bit weird. Let's drive back a bit. Still find it a bit strange. I do still find it a bit weird. But why do I care? That's the question. No, I mean, the thing doesn't blow up, but I don't know. Same as this, I don't know anymore what it did. If you turn it one way or another. I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna kitty one day. There we go. There we go. We're gonna be pressing this. We're gonna have ratio 2, so it can go backwards as well. Now we need to connect it to the gear switch, and that's gonna be, let's go and see hotkey number 1. If you press 1, it should change the gear. There you go. Alright. Still don't understand. We have so much radiators and still this thing is heating up like nothing. I don't know why. I just read something about the RPS, but let's spawn it in again and see what it does. Whee. So let me see how the engine is doing right now. I see something else too. I see that the exhaust isn't working. Or at least I figure out that it isn't. Yeah, make it dark green. Like that. I'm gonna make it a bit extreme. Like that. Let's test it out again. See if that does anything. I don't understand that, but I guess. Let's just run it and see if we are getting to the 120. Maybe, I'm not quite sure, but maybe they're not getting enough air because these things are lying on the ground. Or are they working? I just don't know because the Wikipedia doesn't have anything on it. And all this water inside can be like bagged, or it is really inside, but alright. Let me sit on it and see what happens when I press number 1. Oh, it works. We're now going backwards. I changed the ratio. If we press 1 again, it should go forward again. Yes. For some reason the temperature dropped, which is remarkable. I just somehow don't know if the sound that I'm hearing is good, yes or no. Alright, so it works. I mean, we have a working boat, but somehow I still find it a bit strange that the engine makes so much sound. And also that the air input is 0, the exhaust is also 0. Why am I not seeing anything? I mean, why am I not seeing exhaust going out or something? Also, the coolant is minus, and the out is also minus for some reason. I don't understand why that is too. So, there's only one thing we can still do. And it is go here, save this thing under testing advanced. Then you need to load the preset. I also have some workshop ships. Maybe if I spawn one of those in, maybe then I can see how they did it. Let me see. This one is, I believe, small enough. Yes. It has some problems. What is that problem? It's not electrical, not connected, so maybe that's only because it's for decoration, I think. I don't know what this is about. What the heck is these? I don't know. I think they're fire extinguishers or something. I have no clue. So if we go underground, how did this guy do it all? Where does he have the engine? Oh, okay, it's over here. How did he cool the engine? He got gearboxes and all. I don't know, I can't see it. Let me do it like this. Now we can see. I mean, is he straight up pumping it from the ocean? Or how is this guy doing it? Can't see it. They don't like to show me how they do it. There's gotta be fuel. There's exhaust underneath this. This here should be. Can I delete this? This is coolant. Alright, so this here is a coolant block. It seems he just sucks it from the ocean and let it suck out too. Alright, alright. Let's just try this ship. That wasn't the planning. Alright. Let me pilot the seed. Camera, infrared, cycle screens, nav lights. Wait, engine start. Why isn't it going? Oh, it is going. What? What the heck happened? I'm not getting anything out of this. Alright. Let me do on the fuel pumps. I'm gonna put on the throttle full gas. Bit strange. It just doesn't go. Oh, it seems I have to hold it. I'm flying. Flying Dutchman. I don't understand this game. These engines make so much noise. They're only on. They're full throttle, but they're not going. I need to hold W. That makes no sense. A boat, since I can say that I've been on a boat so many times, you just give gas with the throttle lever, that's correct. If you put that forward one step, it's going 1/3. Do it another time, it's going the half. Do it another time, it's going full gas. That's how it goes. Backwards is the same. 2 or 3 steps backwards, sometimes only one, but yeah, this is not really how it should be. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna quit because I don't want to play this anymore. Yeah, why not save a quit? I hope you guys somewhat find this enjoyable. Because it is a lot of brain wrecking, this. It hurts. Because I don't understand it. I mean, there are video tutorials from, let me see, from Mr. New Jersey. I'm not quite sure if he is one of the developers, but sometimes I really think he is. He has some great things, but it doesn't have it. I cannot show you this in my video because that will be copyrighted, so I'm not going to show you that. But otherwise, we could have checked his video out and see what he did and what we maybe did wrong. But yeah, I don't know, guys. There's one thing I do know is, and that I want to thank you all for watching, and then I'm going to stop playing. firstly checking out what this is. Hello. Just checking out what these people have made. What the heck? I want to say, don't they drop the boat? Alright. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry that it again was a bit weird video again. Well, it was a live stream and I was trying to test things out. It's not really like a tutorial or something, but yeah, thank you all for watching. You should leave a like if you did enjoy. If you did not, let me know why. And then I hope to see you guys all another time. Bye bye.